I'm not sure the lady said, but the men get a full month off at 100% pay. Or they call it father bonding time.
So what would be your ideal amount of time off with maternity leave? Like, were you okay with the time given, or would you like I don't know, it's a hard question.
That is, it's a good question. I think if you're paid, ideally, 3 months is very nice. Actually, 12 weeks is decent amount of time. It's enough, you get them big enough that you can hand them off to someone without feeling awful about it.
Right.
But I think I had about 8-9 weeks this time, and that was decent. I would have liked to have a little bit more. I think 10 to 12 is nice.
So another question, what are your thoughts about fathers with maternity leave? Do you think it's important? Do you think they need as much time as mothers do?
I like that a lot of places offer at least 2 weeks. I think it's nice because they're losing sleep too. It's nice for them to have it, and it's great as a mom to have the help.
And then, if you don't mind answering this, like, how much was taken out? Like, I know some people only get 60% of their paycheck, or some of it's 50%. I think you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
I think it depends on where you work and what their system is. For us here, it's completely unpaid. So a lot of places have disability insurance, and that's where your 60% of your income comes from. And a lot of places, if you've been there for a long time, will also pay you a percentage of your salary after that lapses, because it only lasts about 6 weeks. So it just kind of depends. And I think that's always an issue for anyone who's going on maternity leave. You have to look at your budget and how much time you can take and how much you can afford. Yeah.
The first pregnancy was a lot more scary because I actually didn't have maternity leave. They just gave me the 6 weeks short-term disability without pay, saying basically they just hold my job for me. The first couple weeks were recovery time anyway. So it was really only a month, which wasn't worrisome. I knew my job was saved for me, but it was stressful not having any income come in during that.
I planned to be home for at least a few years, and the plan did not work out. So I did end up returning to work when he was 4 months old, and that was tough. He was not really ready for me to leave, and I was not ready to leave him. So he had some physical disabilities, and that was really tough to leave him. Well, the child with physical disabilities, he just had more needs. Some of them involved doctor's appointments, and mainly doctor's appointments, and then physical therapy, that kind of thing. So it was just more time consuming. He didn't sleep well, had some eating issues, so it was pretty busy. So I think it's important for both parents to have that time off. I think early bonding is really, really important and necessary, and I think that it benefits the child throughout their entire life. I think he only took a week off, and so that was really helpful to have him off that week, but when he went back, I think I would have really struggled, but my mom did come out and help me. So I think it would have been nice if he could have stayed home a little bit longer.
We have 3 boys. We have Nathan is 5, he's almost 6. Ewan is 4, and Declan is almost 2. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays we go to work, all 3 of us.
Do you wish you had as long of a time off as she had?
No.
How come?
Just because of my job. It would be hard to be away from the job that long.
Okay. So if it didn't have to do with your job, though, if you weren't worried about your job, would you want to be home longer?
Yeah, that would be nice.
But you think it would obviously be easier to take care of them if you weren't also working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with 3 boys.
Yes, I'd be able to spend more quality time with them for sure, and not be like I'm working right now, so try and remember that, so. My boss was actually really good. He was funny because he does not like doing my job, and he had to while I was gone, so he was very happy for me to come back, but he was very good about me leaving, and I was really grateful for what I had.
And your boss is your dad? Right?
Yes, my boss is my dad. So I think that helped a lot for just everything. They're always hungry. There's always something going on. They always need help. And when you're sitting at a desk, if they need something, you need to get up. So there are times where I need to stop what I'm doing, and when I come back, I've got to kind of backtrack. So for me, at least, it did get easier, and the healing process was shorter. But it's so hard to explain just what it does to you that you don't really expect it, and you now have no sleep, which one of the best things for healing is sleeping, and now you don't have that with a new kid. And you try to sleep during the day, but you still have other things you need to do. So it's just, it really takes a toll on you for sure.
Your name?
Hi, I'm Nathan.
How old are you?
6.
Name?
Ewan.
How old are you?
9.
No, you're not.
Boy. I was saying it after him.
How old is
No,
he?
no, no, no. Boy.
4?
I'm boy. I cheated.
Declan!
You cried.
Say hi.
Can you? Please, can I have it? Yeah. Thanks.
Say hi, Nathan.
I need one more balloon.
Say hi.
Want me to do some? Be gentle, honey. Tea. Okay. You have to spit? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, Declan. Ewan's ready for bed, honey. Is that empty? Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Can I have a kiss? Good night. Good night.
Good morning. Good morning. See, I'm stronger.
That's cool.